on guard. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls to you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times soon. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste, he told him make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans through a mall quad. Telling me how the crackers turn this child into a ghost town. Focus out, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, so tangent. Try to warn them niggas we ran all like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems for it. I really seen prophets under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jew-ish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. U.P.K undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know that's an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now, you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Buck roll.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward sharper than an Isupk. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My coat cabinet, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses after the war just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this Ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers.
Yo, yo, yo. What it do? What it do? We live? Let's get it. Let's get it. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Check, 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 check. Here we look. All right, let's get it, man. Let's go on. Clap it up. Here we are yet again, Fayetteville. You know what I mean? We the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. This is the Wednesday law class. You know what I mean? Where we break down some scriptures and we get into it as to why we are in the condition that we're in today, and we use the Bible to prove it. All right. So today we're gonna touch on a few topics. The main one being the strength of man. You know what I mean, and why Fayetteville is how it is today, and why like our men are how they are today, right? So first things first, man, we gotta in order to fix the condition and fix the problem, you gotta realize that there is a condition and there is a problem. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize that you are sick if you want to be healed. You know what I'm saying? So us as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in Fayetteville, we gotta realize that we're not in our best state of being.
meaning that we are, in fact, in a low state in Fayetteville. We are, in fact, the lowest on the totem pole in society, let alone just Fayetteville. So as Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the scriptures tell us that we are supposed to be above all people on the face of the earth. But in today's society and in our minds, we're at the bottom. We're below a lot of people in society. Point in case being, I'll use what is it, the music, for instance, like how our women treat themselves, right? How they dress. No other nation in this earth dresses like our women dress. You know what I mean? You don't see you don't see Asians dressed like that. Now, of course, you'll get them rarities, those rare occasions where you'll see a Asian or a Hamite or a white woman dressed in a certain way, but nowhere is it as on a mass. Nowhere in earth do they do it as much as Black, Hispanic, and Native American women. And why do we do that, right? Why do our women tear themselves down? Why do our women dress like they dress? Why do they push sexuality in their bodies? Why do they do that, right? Why do they treat themselves wickedly like that, right? And we're gonna get into that today, man. The first scripture I want you to pull is Proverbs 7 and 10. Like, why are women like that today, man? You know, let's get to the root of it. Because if you think about 30 years ago, women didn't dress like that. About 20 years ago, women didn't dress like that. You might have had one or two pop stars maybe pop out in the 80s, probably like 40 years ago, maybe like in the 80s, they'll pop out. You know, you had your Princes, you had a couple of female stars that dressed promiscuous, but it wasn't a status quo. It wasn't a thing that was done on a scale that is being done now, right? It was like one of many that dressed like that. But now it's like 8 out of 10 women dress like that. 9 out of 10, really. Go ahead.
So like if I may,
I
believe, during the 80s, especially with respect to our community, they were embracing what they would call a sexual revolution.
Right, the feminist movement.
Exactly,
right.
Exactly. And so, in order for you to see a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman on a major platform, the only way that they could be presented is in that light.
Right.
Is to be presented as less than chaste, less than honorable.
What's crazy? That's a heavy point you're bringing out. But that's gonna get into the topic too. But that is why our women dress like that. They don't just dress like that just for status quo, just for money. You know what I mean? They don't just dress like that just because the rappers are dressing like that. They dress like that for attention. Right. And where do they get the attention from? Right? Why do women wear jewelry and makeup? Right? Why do they wear the highest heels? Yes, it's for attention, but for whose attention? It's for the men's attention. It's for our attention. Black, Hispanic, and Native American men's attention. Right? Our women dress like whores and they act like whores because we love whores. Right? That's what it is. The proof is in the pudding. That's why our women do the things that they do. They do it because a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native American men in society have lost their strength and have lost their morality and have lost the value of a woman. Like, we don't know the value of a woman in today's time, man. Women are whores because we love whores. And if we stop loving whores, women will stop being whores. Right? Let me get that when you got it. Proverbs 7 and 10. You got that, brother? Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot.
Now, how do you recognize a whore in today's time? Right? How do you recognize a police officer?
So, like, if I may, his uniform.
You see a cop walking down the street, you can say, "Oh yeah, that's a cop." If you go to Las Vegas today, you'll see women dressing in regular attire, and then you'll see those other women. How do you know a whore when you see one? By her attire, right? Go ahead.
Their speech,
right?
The hairstyle,
right?
That's a police officer. He's got that screaming eagle,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
But even with respect to the sisters,
right,
kind of tell,
right?
Like, yeah, I can't bring her home to meet mama.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, damn right.
So like
yeah. Now get her brother a hand. How you carry yourself, man. You can tell if a woman is a whore or by how she carries herself. And this woman, she was walking down the street and she carried herself as a what? As a what, brother?
As in harlot.
As in harlot. She was dressed like a harlot. She was dressed like a whore, much like our sisters are today, man. These sisters really don't care about themselves that much, man. And the sad part about it is they don't realize that them dressing like that is them showing that they don't really care about themselves. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than just your behind and your chest, right? You're worth more than just your curves. You're worth more than that. You got way much more to offer than just your body, right? And in society today, with all this music going on, these sexy reds, these what is this, the young Miamis, what is they called, city girls, with all this music going around, it pushes that kind of culture on our women, which is not a culture of our own. Like our Black, Hispanics, and Native American women, you're set above all women on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We like the scriptures say that the children of Israel are the salt on the earth. You get what I'm saying? Now you're supposed to be held on high, but society has it to where we think that we're supposed to be fitting in with everybody else, all these other nations, all these other cultures. When that's not the case, man. You know what I mean? And it's sad to say, but the case in point being, a lot of women dress like that because they don't get attention if they were covered up. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers, they won't even turn the blind eye to a sister that's covered up and with nice speech. You get what I'm saying? They want the ratchet one. They want the one with the big behind poking out. They want the one with the thickest one in the club with little cheeks hanging out the bottom of the dress. You know what I'm saying? Which is sad. You know what I mean? It's sad, and it's a battle that we have to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle that we fight every day in the I.S.U.P.K. When we push being covered up is the best way to go. We push shutting your mouth is beauty. We push covering your head and coming to class and learning about the Lord. Like, that's something to be marveled at. You know what I'm saying? That's something to be praised for. You know, we give these sisters they flowers when they show and they prove that they love the Lord. They show and they prove that they're not trying to be a regular woman, a city girl, a sexy red. You know what I mean? There's value in that. There's value in serving the Lord. There's value in doing what the Most High said do. There's value in covering up and not being a whore. There's value in that. Way more value than just giving yourself to any and everybody that gives you a chance or throws you a dollar or gives you a wink and a smile or sells you a dream. Gives you what we went over like last week, those filthy dreamers. You know what I'm saying? It's better than that. It's value in serving and being virtuous. Go ahead.
Salaki, you got some comments in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. James Futrell, young man Reggie.
Right.
And he responds, he says, the way they carry themselves, as to your first question,
that's
how
right.
you tell what a harlot is.
Right.
And then he says, put that witchcraft spell on them.
Right.
And then James Futrell says, the Christian church have taught our women to be whores, and our men how to choose them. Our men have lost their identity in the church.
Hey, give him a hand, man. Hey, James Futrell spitting bars. Give Reggie a hand too, man. You paying attention in class, man. Reggie been rocking with us for a minute, man. Give Reggie and James a big hand, man. You know, them brothers getting it in, man, and them brothers really learning and really putting in the work. They're not just in here just listening to class. They really acting it out in society. They really moving how they say, which is how we're ordained to do as preaching prophets of the Lord. And as young men coming into the truth, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Christian church, you damn right. The Christian church is the reason as to why Black men think it's okay to love whores and to not want their daughters to be whores. You're absolutely right. The Christian church allows us as a nation to be hypocrites. Right, we'll go in a strip club and throw tons of money, rent money, on these sisters that's in the club. These are people's daughters and mothers that's half dressed, half naked, showing their behind. But then we'll have a daughter and we'll tell her she need to cover her tail up. We'll have a daughter and we'll tell her don't be going out there selling your body, baby. You worth more than that, right? You a princess. No, well, don't no princess dress like that, man. And if you love that, you're not a great leader of your household. I hate to say it. How can you love, like the scriptures say, how can you say, the Most High said, how can you love me when you hate your brother that's next to you? It was synonymous with sisterhood. How can you say you love the Lord? Or how can you say you even love your daughter when you go and throwing money on somebody else's mother? You get what I'm saying? How can you say that? How can you say you love the Lord when you going and laying with somebody's mother's sister and throwing them away? Right? How can you say that, man? You hate our women. We hate our women in society, man. We hate our women. And the Bible gives us a clear order of how to treat them and how to love them. Go ahead, brother. Is that it on that?
And subtile of heart.
And subtile of heart. We're going to drop that and get Proverbs 6 and 25. You get what I'm saying? Like, Shalaki. No, keep going on that.
Verse 11.
Uh-huh.
She is loud and stubborn.
She is loud and stubborn. This whore is loud and stubborn, man. Who is that today? That's that woman that just don't know how to shut up, man. That woman that just can't take correction for nothing. That woman that thinks she know it all. Right? So she dressing like a whore. This is how you know a whore. She's dressed like one. She dressed like a harlot. And she do what? What does she got? She's what?
A subtile heart.
Uh-huh.
She is loud and stubborn.
She is loud and stubborn. Right? Go ahead.
Salak, if I may, when we talk about that subtile heart,
right?
She's got a mind that, just like the so-called oppressor,
right?
Her mind is based upon tricking you. There's a scripture that talks about a woman's heart being something about bands,
right?
So
snares.
Yeah, snares and bands.
Right.
So you got to think her mind, Salak, in her mind, she's dressing that way because in her mind she's believing that I'm going to be able to catch me one of these brothers,
right?
Right. She's targeting the brothers that are weak for that type of attire, that type of uniform.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get into that.
Most High Christ.
Damn right. Yeah, she's basically looking for the precious souls. That's what she's looking for, and we're gonna get that precept a little later. But keep going on that.
Her feet abide not in her house.
Her feet abide not in her house. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means she's outside. I want to be outside. She want him outside. You ever heard a woman say, "I'm outside tonight. I'm outside." So this is how you know a whore. The scriptures tell. This is not my words. This is what the scripture's saying. This is how you know if you're a whore or not. All right. She's dressed like a harlot. What's the next one? She's dressed like a harlot and what?
Subtile in heart.
And she's subtile in heart. She's a wicked woman, right? She got conniving thoughts, right? She's a swindler. She's the scammer. Go ahead.
She is loud and stubborn.
She is loud and stubborn. So she dressed nasty. She's subtile in heart. She's sneaky. And she loud and stubborn. Go ahead.
Her feet abide not in her house.
And she always outside. Good night. Who is that? It sound like your homegirl, your homeboy. That's what it sound like. That's how you know a whore, man. The scriptures tell you how to know if a woman's a whore, right? And women are whore because we love whores, right? So what is the whole point of this? The point of this, right? If you really love Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, stop loving whores, right? Because the sooner we stop loving whores, the sooner they'll stop being them. Right, the sooner we learn how to correct that loudmouth woman with that stubborn heart who can't shut up, the better off our nation will be. The sooner we start telling her, no, she's not leaving out tonight. You're not going to be outside. You're going to cover up. You're not allowed to wear that. You're not allowed to talk to me like this. I'm the man. As soon as we start putting that into our lifestyles, right, and make it and reciprocating it in our daily advances towards progressing as a nation, as soon as we start applying that, the better off we'll be as a nation of people, man. But right now, as a society and as a nation, man, we're not going nowhere. We're going downhill, man. We're going down here. And the sad fact about it is, it's the Christian church's fault, right? And more so over that, it's the Black, Hispanic, and Native American men's fault, right? It's our fault for not being better leaders, man, which is why it's so precedent that the Lord is raising up these men in the I.S.U.P.K to be the strong new leading fathers of this nation. You know what I'm saying? These men in boots and braids that y'all see, y'all think they dress weird. Y'all see them with all these women. Y'all think they beating on them. Y'all think they manipulating them and all that. No, these are your new leaders coming about, right? These are who the Lord has chose to raise up, man. These are strong men. These are strong men of the Lord, the men that fear the Lord, man, and men that love you enough to tell you that they're not gonna allow you to be a whore in front of them. They're not gonna talk to you if you're wearing certain attire. I can't conversate with you, sis. Not on that level. We can have a conversation about saving your life, but as far as getting any further with that, I can't entertain that with you. You know why? Because I love my sister I love my people so much. I love my sister so much that that's not a thing that I will promote. Right? I can't promote you being like you are. I can't kiki hee hee and jig and giggle with you, get your number, and be chilling with you while you're dressed like that. Because I don't want my daughters to think it's okay. I don't want my sons to think it's okay. You get what I'm saying? So drop that and give me Proverbs 29 and no, give me 6 and 25. Proverbs 6 and 25. You know what I mean? And it's gonna go into what the brother was bringing out earlier about that soul that this woman has on her. What was it? What was the kind of soul she had? She had a subtile mind, right? Go ahead, read that when you get it. 6 and 25.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, which is what all black men do, right? We lust after a woman's beauty, man. Which is why all she knows to do is just flaunt it, to have her breast out, to have her tail out, right? We lust after a woman's beauty in this nation, and it says in your heart. What does that mean? What does that mean? It says, hold on. Shalom, sis, for coming in the chat. Shalom, shalom, warrior. Shalom, 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 Darash. Shalom, Bayana. Most High in Christ, man. Everybody tapping in. Zakia Shante from Florida. Let's get it, man. We rocking out. What did Reggie say? She knows nothing. That's right, Reggie. She don't know a lot, man. That's why it's our job to teach her, man. But we lust after these women for their beauty, man. Right. In our mind, in our hearts. What does that mean in your hearts? When it says your heart, according to the scripture, it's referring to your mind. That's right. Whenever you tell somebody like, look, I'm in love with you, or you're the love of my life, or whatever, you don't love here in your chest. You don't love here, you love here. Right? When she say like that woman crushes your spirit or whatever, or say she cheats on you or something like that, right? You're not hurting your chest. You might feel a little blood. This from your high blood pressure and all that that you feel in your chest, but it hurts here. That thinking of it, that's what's killing you. That's what's tearing you down. When someone dies, right, in your family that you're close to, this is where it hurts. You get headaches, you get migraines. You're thinking about it. That's what's killing you. So it's saying that we lusting after these women in our hearts, right, for their beauty in our hearts. It's talking about in your mind. You lusting, you thinking about these women daily, day in and day out. Like I said earlier, you won't even look twice at a woman if she don't got a big tail or her tail hanging from under her dress, or if her cleavage ain't showing. You go to the club nowadays, a woman has to damn near have her whole body hanging out for a man to entertain her. She has to get them BBLs, them whatever they call the breast implants. They got to get all that, man, for just to get noticed by us today, right? But that's why I thank the Lord again for the men in the I.S.U.P.K, man, because we're raising up a whole nother set of brothers that like the other side, that like the woman that actually covers up the Yahweh, that like the woman that really covers herself up, that like the woman that knows how to shut her mouth, and that like the woman that keeps her foot in the house, right? You know what I mean? That's what we like in here. We just happen to like that. You know what I'm saying? We happen to not like how our sisters flaunt their body around like they're pieces of meat. Because in here, we know how to value a woman. That's right. We know how to take hold of her and show her the right way, and how to walk, and how to be submissive unto us as unto the Lord. And we do it righteously. And they love it here. Hello. You know what I mean? But go ahead, read that. Read that again.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart. Go ahead.
Neither let her take thee with her eyelids.
Neither let her take thee with her eyelids. What does that mean? What that mean? That's right. James said for the last question, he said, let your imaginations run right. That's right. But what is neither let her take thee with your eyelids? What does that mean? Sisters, y'all can answer too, man. What does it mean for a sister to take thee with her eyelids? Y'all know this one for sure. Guaranteed. I know y'all know this one. I give about 10 more seconds, man. 10 more seconds. What does it mean to take thee with your eyelids? You ever seen sisters with them big old things on their eyes? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it means, flaunting them eyes. That look, what they do with that look down? Like that. They gotta hit you with that. That's take thee. It means to flatter. She's flattering you. Right? Don't let her flatter you, man. Don't let her gaze upon you and just take your soul from out your body, which is what a lot of these weak men do. They see a woman, they see them eyes, them pretty eyes. Don't let it be a tear in them to where they get their little glisten in them. She done took that brother's soul. Now he's ready to kill anybody and everything that made her cry like that. That made her sad like in a such way. That made her look like that. She gazed at him with a little smile and a grin and bet them eyes. She getting everything she want from him. Go ahead, keep reading. Seduce. That's right. Give brother your hand. Give brother Reggie a hand. Seduce. That's right. The way she looks, fake lashes. Yeah, James right too. Give him a hand. You know what I mean? Go ahead, keep reading on that.
For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread.
What does that mean? For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. What does that mean? For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. You know, brother?
So like it's pretty much what you just said. She a man to do pretty much anything, kill.
That's right.
Fight.
Right.
Whatever it takes to please that woman.
That's right. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to nothing but money. He's nothing but a piece of money now. He's a piece of bread. For a whorish woman, a man is nothing more. A man that lusts out there and goes get a whorish woman, he's nothing to her but a piece of bread. He's money. He's the light bill. He's rent. He's daycare. He's school supplies. That's why it's so pressing that you black men get your strength back, man. You got to get it back, because if you don't get your strength back, this whole nation is going to be just like ATL. You know what I mean? You know how rampant and wild the alternative lifestyle is going on in Mr. and Mrs. Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It's sick over there, man. And the whole world is slowly and surely becoming that, right? Becoming just a big ATL, right? When we can prevent it if we start to gain our strength back as black men, right? And women and children. You get what I'm saying? But it starts with the man. And if black men gain their strength back and start to say, hey, I wouldn't allow my daughter to be like this, so I'm not going to gain a woman that does this, right? If I do gain a woman that is like this, guess what? She's not allowed to continue to be like this. That's what separates the I.S.U.P.K from the Christian church. You can be a whore, a whoremonger, a drug addict, a drug dealer, whatever you want when you come in here. It doesn't matter. You can be a damn homosexual. It doesn't matter, right? You can do whatever you want when you come in, but you're not allowed to stay like that while you're in here, right? You're here to shed yourself of the world, right? That's why Christ died for it. Christ didn't die for you to do whatever you want to now. Christ died because now you have a chance, you have time, you win a grace to shed yourself of what you've been doing, to shed yourself of the world, right? So when you come in here and you learn that, look, being a whore is not becoming of a woman unto the Lord, right? Being a weak man is not becoming of a strong of a man unto the Lord, right? When you learn these things, right? And you learn smoking weed is bad. You learn smoking weed is against the Lord. You learn laying with whores is against the Lord. You learn eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster is against the Lord. When you learn these things and you continue to do them, that's when you start falling. That's when you need to start feeling for your life, right? If I could get that precept, Shalakia, you know the one I'm talking about. When you know them that it's better if you didn't know the law. Yeah, let's pull that for me. But go ahead, brother, on that. Is that it on that? Six and 25. Yeah, I believe that was it. You read it one more time though.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. What is an adulteress? Go ahead. You got it.
The book of 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
When you come in to serve the Lord, man, and you learn something that's not of the Lord, and you continue to do it, man, you better go hide somewhere, right? You need to drop to your knees. You need to do whatever you can, but just stay away from us, because it's a scary thing to know a law that the Most High put down and just to completely negate it and just do whatever you want, right? That's a scary thing. You got to be a bold soul. And the Christian church is a bold soul in this society, right? And they create bold souls. They create women who don't have any kind of shalom. Okay, they create women who don't have any kind of boundaries. They create lawless people, right? The man don't have a law, so he'll just go for whatever woman he think is easy to get. The woman don't have a law of her own, so she'll just dress like whatever just to get any kind of attention that she can have. You get what I'm saying? Not knowing that there's beauty in being calmly and being covered up. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing this beauty and masculinity and being over your woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's better, the law says it's better to not even know it. You get what I'm saying? But now that you do know it, now you're ordered to move a certain way. Now you're ordered to carry yourself and to teach your children to carry themselves a certain way. Now as a woman, you're ordered to walk a certain way. You're ordered to dress a certain way. You're ordered to talk to your man a certain way. We have a way that we have to live, man. And we gotta keep it in our heads and in our hearts that the way of society is not the right way to go, and the way of the Lord is the truth and the light. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, read that last part of that scripture again.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. That's what my brother said earlier, man. These women out here, these whores, they hunt for precious life. They hunt for the weak man. They hunt for you, man. They hunt for you. What is an adulteress? An adulteress is a woman that has a man that lays with other men. That's an adulteress. This whore, this woman with several husbands, right, is hunting for you, is hunting you, right? She's hunting for that weak man, that one man that she can bat her eye out and get him to do whatever she wants. That one man who she can shed that tear and he'll go burn down the city for her. That one man who she can walk just with her and her baby, knowing she got a man at home, who she can dress promiscuous and walk through the mall with her tail hanging out. She's looking for that one man that's going to holler at her so she can tell him that she's a single mom. Right. That's what she's looking for. She's hunting your steps, man. These women hunt our steps. And because we're so weak and we're so just, we're led by her beauty in our minds, we'll just fall for anything, man. You know what I mean? We'll forget about the wives or our children at home. We'll forget about the young daughters that we're raising up. That'll go right out of our head, right when we see this woman. We won't think twice about it. We won't think about our son who we walking through the mall with. We won't think that he sees her half naked as well. We won't think about none of that. We'll just think about our lustful deviance, our lustful thoughts that's in our mind, in our weak minds. We'll just think in that moment. And her with those eyes, that batting of the eyes, right? And her, what does it say again? Her batting of her eyes, and what does it say? The adulteress what?
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
Her with those lustful eyes and those hunting, that haunting stare, right? She's hunting for us, right? And us in our mind state, we're just gonna fall for it. Because we already in the mind state like, dang, man, that thing, ooh-wee, I like that on me. She walking like that for a reason. I might as well slide on her. Like I said, and in that instance, we just negate everything that we done built, right? For that split second, man. And that's why, as a people, man, we're not progressing, man. As a nation of people, we're not progressing. We're trying to be like everybody else, man. Let them sodomites do that, man. But as a righteous people unto the Lord, man, we're not allowed to do that. If anything, you talk to a sister, you seen her dressing like that, and she got a kid, you say, hey, sis, could you cover up? Buy her a cardigan before you take her out to eat. You know what I mean? Go get her a cardigan and hand it to her. See that reaction. She gonna think you coming up to talk to her and you give her a bag. You giving her a damn cardigan because she got 2 young boys she walking with her cheeks hanging out the back. You think her young sons want to see that? You think her daughters want to see that? Would you allow your daughter to dress like that? No, you wouldn't. So why talk to a woman like that?
Right.
All right, give me Leviticus 19 and 29. You know, that's again why I love the I.S.U.P.K on the Commander General YAHANNA, because we really set the standard for how to live in this nation, man. We really are setting the standard, and it's not being turned a blind eye to. People see how we move, man. People see how we are with our wives and with our kids, and they marvel at it. Like they see it, and then they want to be it. They want to mimic it. I got brothers all the time ask me like, "Hey, yo, how you do with your wives, man? Like, did they get along? Like, how that work, man? Like, you be beating them? Why they be bringing you food on like every break, bro? Every other break you get food, bro. It'd be a different car, cuz. They be like, you pimping? Be like, nah, bro. It's the Lord, man. It's the Lord, bro. It's the Lord. The why YAHANNA, man, for this truth. You feel me? And the why YAHANNA for General YAHANNA for raising up strong men that raise up strong women. You know what I'm saying? Because it all starts with us, man. The buck stops with us. Go ahead when you get that.
Leviticus 19, the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Do not prostitute your daughters. What does that mean, to prostitute your daughters? Brotherhood is truly a weapon. That's right, Reggie. What does it mean to prostitute your daughters? A married woman having sex with a man. That is an adulteress. Give Reggie a hand. So, what does it mean to prostitute your daughters? Go ahead, Darash.
To use your daughters as a way to make money.
Yes. Facts. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. Also, to just allow them to be whores, right? To prostitute your daughters, to get some kind of gain, whether it be money, attention, or anything, right? To prostitute your daughter is to give her unto the world, right? To let her be who she wants to be, which is sexy red, right? Which is a city girl, right? To prostitute your daughter is to allow yourself to marry a whore and to allow your daughter to follow after her. Go ahead.
Salakia, back in 2009 here in Fayetteville, we had a case where a little girl was sold by her mother to a brother. Her name was Shania Davis.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and she was sold to a brother, I guess, to cover some sort of drug debt or what have you. And the brother ended up unaliving her.
Right.
And it was a real big, it made national news, you know what I'm saying? She was a devil, but,
right.
We still show compassion for humanity.
Right.
And that's exactly what you're talking about right now, Salakia.
No, that's a heavy point. Yeah. Get that brother hand for bringing that out, man. And that's sad, even to this day, man. That brother took advantage of that young girl because her mother sold her daughter into prostitution. And what happens when you get nations of people that sell their 5-year-old daughters unto prostitution? You get maleficentness, you get sexual deviance, you get disgusting bastards, man. You're creating a nation much like Sodom and Gomorrah, where damn near nothing was illegal there. Like I think now they're making it legal in certain states where you can be for pedophilia. Like you can be a certain age and as long as it's consensual. What is that, California or something like that? I forget where it's at, but they slowly but surely making all this stuff illegal, man. And it's disgusting. But go ahead. Yeah, prostitution is legal. I know it's legal in Las Vegas. 10%, because 10% of Las Vegas, I believe it's about 10% of Las Vegas, it has legal. Well, prostitution in Las Vegas Out of all the prostitution in Las Vegas, I believe about 10% of it is legal, and the rest of it is not legal. And I believe a few years ago, I don't know the stats now, but I believe the prostitution in Las Vegas, the legal prostitution, was bringing in about 5 million a year, 5 million or something like that a year. Oh no, 75 million a year. And I believe the illegal prostitution was bringing in, I believe, about 5 billion a year. About 5 billion.
That's a lot here. No, that's a heavy point.
Right.
And it's crazy because you think about prostitution being legalized, and it is legal.
Right.
It's called OnlyFans.
That's right.
Because most of them, the women on there, they're selling themselves. They're selling, images or this idea,
right,
or this fantasy, but this actually them, showing their bodies off. And a lot of them are for the right price,
right,
get flued out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking
from experience, brother.
Get
that little cancer going. Hey, make a timestamp right now. But yeah, the brother's absolutely right, man. Prostitution is illegal, but it is legal in today's sense. You know what I mean? We got social media. We got OnlyFans. You know what I mean? We got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter X. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of sick stuff going on in the earth legally. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you give your daughters under prostitution. You create a nation of disgustingness, right? You create a nation of sexual deviance. Go ahead, and it'll tell you about it. Go ahead.
So, like, when you read the scriptures, if the Most High was giving this order back then,
right,
then it ain't really nothing new going on now,
right?
That hadn't been going on back then.
That's right. There's nothing new under the sun. That's scripture. You know what I'm saying? Things before time was written for our learning. Through patience and comfort of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find hope. Paraphrasing. You feel me? But the brother's absolutely right, man. Get a brother a hand, man. That's a heavy point. If it won't allow back then, it shouldn't be allowed now. And the scriptures tell you what'll happen if you do allow this type of thing to go on. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading that. Start from the top.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
Don't prostitute your daughters. When you prostitute your daughters, let them wear what they want to wear. Put them out there on social media to make some money. Put them up there in front of the church to get all kind of advances in the church. You do all these things. Put them on Disney. You do all these things, right, to get attention. You do what? Prostitute them and what do? You
cause them to be a whore.
You cause them to be a whore, man. You cause them to sin against the Most High power, man. You cause them to be promiscuous. That's right. You cause them to be able to be bought. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Lest the land fall to whoredom.
Lest the land fall to whoredom. America has fallen to whoredom because we have given our daughters unto prostitution. You know what I mean? That's why America has fallen to whoredom. Our Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American households have fallen to whoredom because we give our daughters unto the strip clubs and unto the drug dealers up the street. You know that man that you laying next to sits every night? Your father didn't pick that man for you. You know what I'm saying? You were given unto whoredom. You were allowed to dress how you wanted to. You're allowed to talk how you wanted to talk. You're allowed to do everything that you wanted to do because he didn't want to make you mad. He always wanted to see a smile on your face. We have given our children, our daughters unto whoredom unto prostitution, and have created whores in doing so. Right. And it's up to the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA to fix it and to make you women straight again. You know what I'm saying? We need to get a hat made. Make Fayetteville straight again. You know what I mean? Make our sisters virtuous again. You get what I'm saying? Let's do it, man. Let's get it. Go ahead.
No, Salaki, I think about Usher and his parents, how they sent them to Puff Daddy's flavor camp.
Right.
You know, and that's where Usher was, obviously taken advantage of.
Right.
And now you see what's coming out, the news.
Right.
Or these allegations.
Right.
His parents literally sold him for filthy lucre's sake.
Right.
And Usher, he's very, you talk about the power of influence.
Right.
He's very influential. Most people know Usher. He's a household name.
Right.
He performed at the Super Bowl.
That's right.
So if, he has all this power and influence, he's going to influence our sons and our daughters to be just like him.
That's right.
And that's how the land gets polluted.
That's right. And get that brother a hand. And what's even more sad about what the brother is saying is that it is a fact that we look up to these high celebrities as to be like we kind of idolize them as to be like, that's the pinnacle of how I need to live my life and how I need to be. And that's what destroys us. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that those people, they really hate their lives being like that. And so you got to imagine what they got to go through just to maintain and keep that lifestyle and do it, quote unquote, without quote unquote selling your soul. That's hard. So they take the easy route out. Why do men love whores? Because they're easy. It's easy. It's easy to do. Why do people sin against the Lord? Why do we eat pork? Because it's the cheaper meat. Black people, we already suffering that we damn near ain't got enough money to pay the bills. We'll get that little $2 loin, $2 loin to feed the family. You know what I'm saying? It's the easy way. We take the easy way out all the time, man. Right. We do. And it destroys our people, man. And it helps us to do what? To make whores out of our daughters, man. You know what I mean? And later on, they're going to have children. And what are they going to do with their children? They're going to do the same thing that we've done to ours. The same thing that we did to them, which is make them whores. They're going to make, like the brother said, there's nothing new under the sun. It's just going to be a repeated cycle, man. The easiest way to go. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Darash.
Kind of like what Officer Bakaya was stating. Like in the R. Kelly situation, when some of the women had offered to give their daughters over to R. Kelly, knowing kind of the history on it as well. And
right.
Didn't have a problem with letting the kids go stay at the house or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And all of a sudden, find out later during the allegations that he supposedly did all these things.
Right.
But the parents had no issue or problem with it at the time, giving their child over to that type of person.
Yeah.
And they think that they was going to gain something.
Yeah. Them women gave their daughter over to prostitution, man. Them women were monsters, damn devils. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn Christianity for allowing them women to think that was okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't the scriptures that made them think it was okay. It wasn't their father that made them think it was okay. It's goddamn Christianity giving them the power, that much power over their children, which any man in his right state of mind would never give his daughters unto R. Kelly. Are you insane? Would never allow that. Those are them women that's walking through the mall, shaking their tail, half dressed with that kid in the stroller and one on the side talking about their single mom. That's them, man. That's them women who don't know where to place their feet. Their feet can't stay inside. The ones that's always outside don't know when to shut their mouth. Those are those women, man. That's why, like I said, man, I keep bringing it out in this class. Like, it's so vital that we have strong black men in the society. People have it now. The status quo is what? Black man ain't this. Black man ain't that. Well, in here, in the UPK, black men are everything. You get what I'm saying? We do it all. You know what I'm saying? We taking care of 3 or 4 households. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally, physically, and emotionally. Finances too as well, but that's not the more important thing. The more important thing is the most important thing is how these women are thinking. Like their mindset is insane. If a man can't pay all my bills, I can't do nothing. Well, sis, you're going to be just smacked on and thrown around your whole life. Somebody going to hit and quit you until you're gone. You're going to be lonely. I hate to say it. We're going to have a lot of lonely women in our when we get old. We're going to have a whole lot of lonely women. Them women that be like, oh, I can't deal with a man if he not making this, that, and this money. When you work at a gas station, you work at a gas station. You're a bartender. Stop it. You drive a 2008 Kia or Ford Focus. Leave me alone. You're driving a Bug, right? You talking about my chain's fake. What is real on you? Your light's been off 2 times this year. It's just April. It's just my bad, March. What is it, March? It's just March. Why your light's been off twice? Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, get in class and learn how to be a woman that's worth a man paying your bills. Learn how to be a woman that's worth a man saying, hey, you need some help on this, sis? I got you. Boom. But that loud mouth, half just woman that'll move on to the next man when I do a little bit less, I'm not doing nothing for you. You know what these men will do, though? They'll give you enough just to get along, get a little piece of you, and throw you right back into the wolves. They'll pay a little light bill for the month, use and abuse you, and throw you right back into the wolves. You're not being kept with that kind of mindset. The mindset that you should have is in this Bible, man, which is being a virtuous woman as unto the Lord. Being a quiet, calm soul. But go ahead, read that again, brother. 1929.
Verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. lest the land fill with whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness.
And the land become full of wickedness, man. You gotta look at society today. Look at Fayetteville. How many Planned Parenthoods we got in Fayetteville? I think it's like 3. Planned Parenthoods 2 or 3. Like, that's crazy, man. Places to go and unalive your child.
Right.
And I think now you can unalive the child up to how long? Up to like what, 7, 8 months, something like that. I think it's like 7 months at the water. Like that's man. We have Shalakia. We have pushed our daughters on, giving our daughters onto prostitution so much that this land has become wicked. The 24th week, what's that? 4, 8, 12, 16. What's that? 5, 6 weeks, 6 months? 6, 12. Yeah, that's 6, up to 6 months. You can unalive a child. That child got a, what time? When does the child get a heartbeat? At what? 3 months? Something like that. 2 months? 2. Like, that's crazy. That's insane, man. We've legalized, like we've given our daughters away under prostitution so much that the land has been filled with whores and has become so wicked that now murder is legal. Murder is absolutely legal in America. You can murder a living child if you want to. You can unalive a living child if you want to. Go ahead.
So like it says, at the end of the 4th week of gestation, the heartbeats of an embryo began.
Oh my goodness. So at 4 weeks.
Right. The heart, whose development starts at the 3rd week of gestation, has a rapid and irregular contractions capable of pumping the blood inside the vessel. So
it really starts at 3 weeks.
Right.
So 3 weeks. So now this baby's developing his heart at 3 weeks. So by the time he get to 6 months, he got his hands, feet, mind. He keep moving in there, kicking, all that. And you're going to pull it out because you want to be outside. Good night, man. Good night, man. Goddamn America, man. This is not a place that the Lord made, man. And America has not a damn thing to do with the Most High. You know what I mean? America doesn't listen to a damn thing out of this Bible. And your Christian churches don't either. Because they agree with a woman pro-choice too. They agree with a woman having her opinion too. They agree with all that. They agree with girl, if he ain't what he won't do, another one will. The Lord will send you somebody, which is disgusting, man. And it further puts our daughters in position to be sheeps without shepherds. You get what I'm saying? Just to be food for the wolves. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a sick nation that we live in, man. And why is it like that? Because we allowed our daughters to be whores and prostitutes. Right. We weren't strong enough men in our households to kind of curb the plot of their lives. Right? We turned a blind eye to certain things that we shouldn't have. We let little stuff go when we should have checked it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Because we weren't strong enough. That's why these men in the I.S.U.P.K are being raised up to be strong enough, right? We're going to pick up the slack to where even if we fail. You know what I'm saying? These brothers that's coming to this truth, man, they weren't all the way right. At one point in time, they were prostituting their daughters, allowing their daughters to be all manner of evil and wicked. But when you come in here and you learn it, that's when you straighten up everything that you've made crooked. That's when we come in here and we enforce everything that the Lord put down. Right? You don't got to come in here perfect. You don't got to come in here straight and narrow. But just know over time of you being in here, you will get straightened out. You know what I mean? Pause. You will get on the right track. You get what I'm saying? But give me Proverbs 29:3. You know what I mean? Like, it's slow and steady wins the race, man. You know what I mean? Everything comes in its own time. But if you're not putting forth effort to make those even small, steady gains, you're either moving backwards or you're just standing still. And as a nation, man, I would pray that we just stand still. But we can't. But we've been moving backwards since before slavery. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a blessing if we can just stand still for a generation, a little 10 years. You know what I'm saying? We can't even do that, man. We just further and further, getting farther and farther away from the Lord, man. But as these black men continue to wake up, man, and open up the Bible and come into the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, we slowly but surely getting our kingdom back. You know what I mean? Getting our righteousness and building up our strength as a nation. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 3. Whoso loveth wisdom, rejoice his father.
Whoso loveth wisdom, rejoice his father, man. What does it mean to love wisdom?
To love knowledge.
To love knowledge, right? To love, not just knowledge. What does it mean? Break it down some more, Darash. What does that mean? Canada, Salakia. Canada is that state. They got the law of prostitution, or is it not? It's not prostitution. It's 16-year-old can marry what is that? What they call it again? What's the word for that? Yeah, pedophilia. They legalize pedophilia. They don't call it pedophilia though. They call it something else. But yeah, they legalize that mess, man. Talking about if it's consensual. I'll be damn, man. Ooh wee. That's disgusting. But go ahead, break that down, Darash. No, you see how wicked, bro? It's so crazy. It's so many people in prison right now, right? Even with the drug law, there's so many people in prison right now for breaking so said law, which they should be. That's disgusting, man. You know, you fight your demons, right? But now they're making it legal for you to go take someone's child if they say that they're okay. She's 16. She don't know what she want or need yet. Right. How can you tell me that it's consensual? That's somebody's baby. You taking advantage of her. Then come to find out it's a 40-year-old, a computer nerd with $1 million. Man, this world is sick, man. You know what I mean? And it has to. I can't wait for the Most High to come back, man, and cleanse this earth with fire, man, because that's the only way that we're gonna get right. Right? Go ahead, though, with that, Darash. Shalaki.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 3. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father.
Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father. Right? He's glad with his father. Right? He praises his father. Right? Because it's wise to do that. Right? Go ahead.
But he that keepeth company with harlots.
He that keepeth company with who?
Harlots.
He that keepeth company with virtuous women.
Harlots.
He that keepeth company with women who cover themselves up.
Keepeth company with harlots.
Go ahead.
Spendeth his substance.
Spendeth his substance. Ooh wee. You are a trick. You're a trick. You're a trick, man. He who do what? Read it again.
But he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance.
You remember that scripture I brought out earlier about when you entertain them, you be the bread? That's all they look at you like a bill. You keep entertaining these harlots, you ain't gonna be nothing but what? What, Darash?
Spendeth his substance.
You spend your substance. Yeah, use a bill, brother. Use a trick. Use a trick. Trick daddy. Oh, pity the fool, man. You're a trick, man. This is scripture, man. That's how you know black people wrote the Bible, man. Because don't know Ethiopian or European write like this, man. They don't talk like this.
Right. So like it, in the street they call you food.
Right.
You're an easy come up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
I'm about to eat off this.
Right.
I'm about to eat off this. Brother,
right? That's right. That's how that woman, man. She did what to the brother? She was looking for the precious souls. She can't wait to get her precious soul. She can't wait for a young Darash to walk by with his chains on and his little gold teeth. She can't wait. Go ahead.
Keep on going.
So Salaki, you know the phenomenon that's happening right now with a lot of sisters that they'll go on a date with a brother just so they can.
Right.
Order all this food, you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, ghost the brother after the fact.
Right.
Salaki.
That's why I thank the Lord, man, because for the spirit that he laid on me, pause. But before I came into the truth, because I ain't never throw water your house. Get the Most High hand, man. Oh, man, throw water. Listen, man, this will bring up a small point. If I'm chilling with a bride, man, for real, I'm gonna keep it hot. I pay for a lot of stuff. I ain't no trick. I pay for a lot of stuff. But on like that first date, she paying. I ain't lying. She paying. I ain't lying. You paying. You gotta show me. Cause I done, man, these brothers today, man, they got it so backwards, man. They'll take a broad out, spend $300 on a date, which is fine. Like I do that for my ribs, you know what I mean? I do that for my women, but they earn that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna I'm not about to take you on no first date spending $300-400 and you're a harlot. And you're an undercover harlot. That money need to go on Jace's shoes. Jace, what size you wear now? He don't even know. You see? You see how fast his feet growing? He don't even know his size. Darash, how much your haircut? How much that edge up? You do your edge up yourself? But I'm just saying, man, that money can go towards my family, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to go spend it on this harlot. I'm about to go give you all my money when you're not even worth it. When you're gonna do what? Like the brother said, you're gonna ghost me. It never happened to me, but you're gonna ghost me. What's your cash app? You know what I mean? I can't. Nah, get out of here, man. Yeah, that's just a side note. Yeah, brother. If you about to go spend some money on these women, man, make sure she's worth it, right? Make sure she's not a harlot, right? Make sure she knows at least how to shut her mouth. First and foremost, your eyes is the first thing that you see. Make sure she's covered up. That's a big giveaway. That's a big red or green flag. If she's covered up, there's a cleavage out, and there's some cheeks hanging from behind that skirt. Those are your flags you need to look for. You look for it. Then if she got 3 kids, one light skinned, one dark as I don't know what, and one mid grade. That's about 3 baby daddies. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of peep into this thing. And then she dresses promiscuous, which is not a problem. I love a woman with kids. You know what I mean? Because I'm a great father, as my father, Commander General YAHANNA in I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind a woman having kids, but just know what you're getting yourself into, right? Know what you get. There's a reason that those 3 men are not in her life, and it's not all their faults, right? It can't be. It can't be. So just evaluate things more, man. You know what I mean? Don't let those batting eyes, those eyelashes fool you, right? Don't let that curvature of her waist fool you, right? Don't let that, oh yeah, not the one sir fool you. Still vex her. She's in here for a reason, just like you're in here. Why are you in here? You're in here to fight your damn demons. You're in here to gain some power, gain some strength about yourself. So you see a sister, you meet her, you see her in here, she new sister in here. Oh yeah, you can see her. You get permission to court her, vex her. Don't go out here tricking. You know what I'm saying? Vex her, get to know her. Then you'll see what you're getting yourself into. Oh, she got 6 kids, 4 different baby daddies. Oh, that's something I can deal with. Oh, she listens to me about how to dress. Oh, that's something that I can deal with. She won't shut up. Is that something you can deal with? If not, no sweat, brother. On to the next. But don't empty out your life. Don't take food out of your son's mouth, your daughter's mouth, and give it to a harlot who could give a damn if you eat or drink the next day, if your kids eat and drink. Right. She just cares about what she's going to do with your money and how she's going to spend it on her and her kids, right? So you need to vex these women, man. You know what I mean? But read that again, though.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 3. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father. But he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance.
Spendeth his substance, man. You keeping company with these harlots, man. You spending your substance, man. Right? You're a weak man if you keeping company with these harlots, man. And being a weak man in society, man, has caused our nation to crumble. Right? It's caused Fayetteville and America to be a wicked place. So said the scriptures, right? What if we were strong men in society like Commander General YAHANNA's raising, that would not have ever happened, right? If we kept our strength that we had in slavery, that would never have happened, right? If we just would have held on to it. Give me that. No man can enter into a strong man. Give me that. If we would have kept some substance of our strength, I think it's Mark, I think 19, if I'm not mistaken. But if we would have kept that and held did that, we'd be so better off as people, man. You know what I mean? We'll be such better leaders for our nation. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have to look for what's his name? Have you ever been TD Jakes? Wouldn't have to look for him and Creflo Dollars for help and for hope. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have to look towards our Eddie Longs and our Kirk Franklins for hope. We would have it ourselves, man, if we just maintained and kept our strength. What is it? Mark 3:27? Yeah, read that when you get it. You get what I'm saying? No man can enter into a strong man's house. Go ahead.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house.
No man can enter into a weak man's house.
Into a strong man's house.
An effeminate man.
Into a strong man's house.
A strong man, right? No, if you don't want nobody enter into your house stealing your goods, your women, your children, you got to be a strong man.
Right.
Go ahead.
And spoil his goods.
And take all your stuff. Take your goods. If you don't want them to do that, you got to be a strong man. The only way that they can do that, keep going.
Except he will first bind the strong man.
They got to tie you up. No man can enter into a strong man's house unless he first be bound and tied up. Unless he first be tied to a chair and beaten the hell out of. Right? Because I tell you what, if anybody broke into any one of our houses, he'll have a day with the Most High. You're gonna be reading about him. You're gonna be reading about him. Why? Because there's strong man in here. Right? You're not allowed to enter into our houses, man. Right. Without tying us up. And this goes for a nation. This is a nation thing. As a nation, we shouldn't allow no man to enter into our house. Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, women, children. We have a house. We're a family, and we have a home, right? We have a home together. Us as a people, we house each other. No man should be able to come in and dibble and dabble in our business but us, right? And what we have allowed over time is for these oppressors and these other nations to come in and dibble and dabble in our goods and dictate to us how we should and shouldn't live our lives. And in doing so, now we've given ourselves unto what they believe in and their cultures and their lifestyles. Now we believe that we should need to walk around with shaven faces and edge ups. Now we believe that we can lay with any nation we want to. Now we believe that it's a herb, we can smoke it. It's for healing. Now we believe that it's the next white meat. We can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Now we believe that if we pray over it, it's good. You know why that's happened? That's because we've been bound down and we've not been a strong man. So they just entered into our house. They ain't even really bind us down. They just gave us something that was easy. They gave us an easy alternative, a cheaper alternative of meat, an easier woman to lay with, a way to look cooler and get more what do you call it? What do women like? They like what you call it? Not acknowledgement, but attention. More attention. Ways to get more attention. That edge up gonna get you more women. That Chris face gonna get you more women, man. You know what I mean? Them shiny cars gonna get you more women. You walking with a woman that's half naked gonna get you more women. It's gonna get you more women. The easy way out, man. All these things. Yeah, that freedom. Oh, girl, look at him. He not insecure at all. He let his woman do whatever she want. He confident. What? You's a simp. You's a simp. Tell her cover up. Tell her cover up and let's see how masculine you are. Tell your woman to cover up and let's see how masculine you are. I bet you fold. Tell her shut up.
Right.
Don't even say shut up. Say black men can't even say be quiet no more. They be like, be quiet. They be like, who you talking to?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, Salaki, Kevin Samuels, he came under fire for, really holding sisters' feet to the fire.
Right.
And holding them accountable, for the things that, they say and they do.
Right.
And he had effeminate ways about him. He
was
real brazen with his approach often.
Right.
But with respect to a high value man,
right.
Women think that a brother's got to make 6 figures. You got to be at least 6 feet tall and have no kids. And you got 3-4 kids.
Yeah, right.
4 or 5 baby daddies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, what actually brings value to a man is the fact that, he has principles. He has morals.
Yeah.
He can only establish that through these law, statutes, and commandments.
This Bible brings value to a man, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? The I.S.U.P.K brings value to a man.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Get a Lord a hand. You know what I mean? The only way that you're gonna gain value or substance in this society unto the Lord is through the patience and comfort of these scriptures, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't find it nowhere else, man. You can't find it in the 42 laws of Ma'at, which are really confessions. They ain't even no laws. You know what I mean? It's just really just him saying something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's really like, I have not dealt so with this. I have not dealt so with this. It's not even a law, bro. It's just like him saying what he didn't do. Stupid. Salaki. Yeah, but you know what I mean? These brothers wild, man. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna get in. That's another class. We're gonna break all that down. But yeah, man, definitely, man. You gotta be a strong man in society, man, today for us to curve the path that we're on today. Right. So let's get into let's give me Philippians 4:13. Gotta be strong, man. We don't got a choice. You got it?
Not yet, sir.
Yeah, you gotta be strong, man. We don't got a choice, man. If we give a damn about our people, man, about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as a black man in society, you don't have a choice but to gain your strength. Because you can look on the news, look outside, listen to the music. There has been an extreme curve done within these last 10, 15 years in our societies. An extreme, crazy, drastic change. Right now, the women don't sing about love songs no more. They sing about popping tail and laying with another woman's man, which is nothing wrong with that. But they sing about it in a derogatory way. Right, they talk about I take your man, all that. What's that song you listen to, Bonky, y'all? Oh, yeah, right. I'm just playing. Nah, but they sing and dance about all kind of wickedness in society, man. Right. I'm pretty sure y'all sisters in the chat know what these women be singing about in these songs. Sister Zakia, Shantae, and Summer, what they be singing about? They be singing about all kind of stuff, man. I don't know. Y'all know though. I know y'all be listening. I know y'all do. I know some will be listening. Been trying to wash that spirit for a little minute now. The Lord working with her. What they be singing about in them songs, man? Y'all know. Reggie, don't answer. James, don't answer. They got it playing in the back. No, I'm just playing. What they be singing about? She said, "Don't do me like that." What they be singing about? It was one I heard the other day, man. It was so disgusting. I was like, "What the heck?" From Sexy Red. I said, "I could not believe she's saying this on music. Like, how can she say this?" And people be listening to it, using people. Yeah, that's a given. People they be jamming it, going down the street with their kids in the car. And I said, "What did she just say?" And then it was a picture of sex, all that. It was a picture of Sexy Red. She was pregnant, and she had another man kissing with his face, not the baby's daddy, with his face in her tail, while she pregnant with her belly. I said, "What the devil?" I said, "Man," and this is how women are looked at, man. Right. And we marvel at that. And did you see how many likes was on that picture? What the devil? So many likes, so many. I looked at the likes. It was so many men liking it too. Oh my goodness, brother, you didn't miss nothing. The Lord bless you. He kept your eyes clean, brother. You know what I mean? He saved you. You know what I mean? Yeah, because watching that, man, it take a few years off your life, brother. Believe me. You know what I mean? You got that?
It's the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13. Mm-hmm. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me.
And I know you see society and how it is, man. And a lot of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men, they see it and they look at our women like there's no hope for them, right? They look at the crackhead on the corner of Fayetteville. They say there ain't no hope for her. They look at the brother that's out there selling drugs to his brother, the brother that's out there gang banging, doing checks and all that. They like, oh, they're just a lost nation. Right, but what? Go ahead.
I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me.
But what we need to always remember, man, as a nation of people, man, is we can do all things through Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have these prison programs. That's why we have these drug rehabilitation programs. And one thing that you have to realize, while me even saying that, is that Christ is with the I.S.U.P.K. So even though that society has their drug programs, society has their rehabilitation programs, the Lord is not with them like he's with us. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we see a crackhead that's been on crack for 30 years. She can get off of it through the patience and comfort of the scriptures, through the I.S.U.P.K. You see that drug dealer, that gangbanger who been banging and slinging dope for 30 plus years, 20 years. He can stop that, right, in a blink of an eye, with the strength, with the help of the Lord, man, and the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? But we have to always remember that our strength matters in here, man. Like being a strong man matters. You know what I'm saying? Being a solid foundation for something matters. You can't be a solid foundation with no strength behind you. You know what I'm saying? Without the strength of these brick and mortar under this facility that we in today, it'll fall to hell. So without a strong black man in the household, what will your household eventually do? It's going to fall. It's going to fall to hell. Your daughters are going to start prostituting themselves. They're going to start being whores. Your sons are going to start being whoremongers. They're going to start loving whores. They're going to start being tricks. They're going to start being that bread for that lustful woman with them eyes. They're going to start doing that. Right. Why? Because the foundation wasn't correct. That's why I think, like, once again, I think the I.S.U.P.K and the Convention of YAHANNA for getting this foundation right, and building up these young Black, Hispanic, and Native American men to where they're no longer cowards, right? They're no longer womanizers. They're no longer manipulators. They're no longer liars. They're no longer whoremongers, right? They're priests and prophets of the Lord. They're righteous, strong Black men. They're not afraid to tell their woman to be quiet or shut them out, right? They're afraid to tell a woman, "I love you so much, baby. Go cover your ass up." They're not afraid to say that. They're not afraid to say, "Hey, you spent too much money this month. Give me your money. I'll tell you what to do with it." They're not afraid to say that in here, right? Because they gained their foundation and they gained their strength. What is our strength and our foundation? Where do we find that at? We find that in the scriptures, man. In the KJV, the King James Version of the Bible, man, 1611, man, what you'll be taught about through the preaching prophets of the I.S.U.P.K and the Convention of YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? That's where we get our foundation from, man. We get our foundation from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And that foundation is the same foundation that we're going to lay upon our children, right? We're going to lead our young men like that. Like, we got a young man in the class. We got a young man, Jason, in the class. He's going to teach his children, and they're going to teach their children how to be strong Black men, women, and children as unto the Lord. And in doing so, over time, you'll realize that nation that we've created, that we've given our daughters unto prostitution and created a whore-like nation and a wicked nation, over time of us raising up young men like a young man Jace and him doing it to his family, that nation is no longer going to be a wicked nation anymore. It's going to be a righteous nation, a nation of righteous leadership, a nation of strong Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, women, and children, and a nation of virtuous women. Give me Ecclesiastes 26:9. Ecclesiastes 26:9. You get what I'm saying? That's what we're doing, man. That's the whole duty of being a priest and prophet of the Lord, man. It's to save people, right? This is a job, man. This isn't a fad or a status quo. This is work, right? This is what we have to do. We're obligated to do it. Go ahead with that.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. You got to watch how your wives and your women are leaving out the house, man. You got to watch how they are in public, how they looking at people. You got a young daughter, you thinking she a little fast, she batting her eyes at all this grown man. You got to watch that, man. Take heed and lay hold on that. Like, you got to really, really, really stay on top of that, man, because you see what happens when we don't stay on top of it. We get the sexy reds, we get the young Miamis, we get the 13-year-olds. It was a post I seen, man. It was a 9-year-old or 13-year-old girl. They found her in a I think it was a Moabite's car, man, selling herself. And I'm like, and they like, and the grown women come pull out the car, like, "Baby girl, you can't be doing that. You too young." And she pull out a fake ID saying that she what, 16 or 21 or something. You know what I'm talking about? This is a sad place that we're in, man. And that's because that girl never, that young woman never, that young little girl never had no leadership in her life. She didn't have a solid foundation. She was able to do whatever the hell she wanted to, right? She couldn't have had a strong man in her life, because there's no strong man that I know that would allow his daughter to go out here and push her body and try to make money off her body, especially at that age. You know what I'm saying? She had to be raised around tricks and whores. Had to. There's no way around it. You're not gonna see. You don't even know what that is. How do you know to sell yourself at 13? That don't make sense, man. Somebody took advantage of that young girl, or either that, or she just definitely want to lay it right, or both. You get what I'm saying? That's why the whole importance, man, of us raising up these men right and us raising up these kids right is so important, because we want to stop what's going on, right? We want to kind of put a little reverse, or put a little bit of a reverse on the direction that we're going in this society, in this kingdom. Give me Proverbs 11:22. You know what I mean? We got to stop it though, man. We got to stop it. And it's so easy for a weak man to fall to being a whoremonger. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. You want to learn how to not like whores anymore? You want to learn how to fight your spirit? You want to learn how to not lust after that woman with her behind out? You come into the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, man. We'll teach you how to do it, right? You know what I mean? You're a woman. You want to learn how to shut your mouth. You want to learn how to cover up. You want to learn how to take orders and just be submissive. I think that's the big word coming out right now. Everybody pushing a submissive woman. They are in demand. You want to learn how to do it? You come in the I.S.U.P.K, man, and you get you one of these brothers in here. You come in here and learn how to be a submissive woman, and then the Lord might bless you with one of these brothers in here. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead with that.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 22.
Right.
As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion.
Oh, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman without discretion. What is that saying, Darash?
What that's pretty much saying is you most likely won't find any gold in a pig or a swine's snout.
It's saying that it's extremely rare, brother. It's extremely rare. As a jewel of gold in a swine, when you gonna find a jewel of gold in a pig's nose? Never. You're never gonna find that. And what did they compare that to?
So is a fair woman which is without discretion.
So is a fair woman which is without discretion. So is a woman in the I.S.U.P.K. Let me tell you something. A lot of times what we don't realize. Go ahead, Cole. You got that? No, go ahead. A lot of times what we don't realize is that we fall victim to being regular, right? As a nation of people and as a society of men, women, and children, we love being regular. Right, we love it. It's the thing to do. To be regular is to be cool, right? To get the edge up is to be. Go ahead.
Right. It's like we're saying on, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout. Like, swines are filthy.
Right.
But you will see a loose woman.
Right.
A woman who's twerking on the headlights.
Right.
A woman
right.
like Sexy Red. Right.
Right.
The woman who gives off an image like a Sexy Red or a YAHANNA
right.
or a loose woman or like a let's not even use some of our says. We could use any old streetwalker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It says, so is a fair woman, which is without discretion. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Right.
But she lacks discretion. She's a pig.
Right.
It's a nice 14-karat gold hoop in the pig's nose. You want it.
Right.
But it's on a pig. And pigs are filthy.
Right.
Pigs are disgusting to Israelites.
Right.
They're used for breaking down, decomposing.
Right.
We don't eat swine. We don't like to touch even swine pigs, period.
That's right.
But this woman is fair, which she's beautiful, but she's a whore.
Damn right. Get that brother here for the breakdown. Yeah, the water. That's right, man. That's right. We fall victim to being regular, man, to being like the status quo, to being the women fall victim to being the whores, right? To dressing promiscuous. Why do our women do that? Because everyone does it. Right. Everyone does it. Why do men trick? Because everyone does it. That's the thing to do. You get what I'm saying? We fall victim to being regular in this society, right? When the Lord didn't have it as us being regular, the Lord have us being holy, right? Which is being separate. You know what I mean? Like the Lord had us a way to live different from everybody in this society. But over time, what we've doing is we've grown accustomed to just being just like them, right? Which is so sad. Being regular is not it. Being irregular is the move, right? What do I mean by being irregular? Coming and serving the Lord is being irregular. Your Christian pastors don't serve the Lord. They're regular, right? Your Muslim mosques don't serve the Lord. They're regular. You know what I'm saying? Eating pork, shrimp, and crab and lobster is regular. That's regular, right? Laying with whores is regular. Going to the strip club, hey, that's regular, right? A woman wearing a maxi dress to a club with her cleavage and her tail out is regular. A woman wearing them whole see-through dresses with the things that they put on their nipples, the pasties on. That's a regular thing now. That's regular, right? That's a regular thing. Being regular is it, right? When the Lord ordered us to be a peculiar people, a irregular people, right? You're ordered to be irregular, man. I remember when being irregular was cool back in the day. Y'all remember that? When the dude that didn't act like everybody back in the day, that was the cool kid, man. Right. That was the cool kid in school. Now being regular is the cool thing, which is disgusting, man. How about you be irregular, man? How about you be a strong black man? That's not regular. How about you be a woman that shuts her mouth? That's not regular. How about you be a woman that covers up when she goes outside and doesn't want to show off her cleavage or tail? That's irregular. How about let's do that? Let's not get edge ups. Let's not gang bang. Let's not sell drugs to one another. Let's not pop whores, right? Let's not trick off all our son's shoe money. Let's not do that. Let's be irregular, right? And in doing so, what will we do? We will raise irregular children. And what else would that do? That will raise an irregular nation, because the nation that we're living in is what? Is regular. America is regular. It's not no different than any other nation on the world. They're disgusting and they hate the Most High. What does every other nation in the world do? They're disgusting and they hate the Most High. And they hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Well, here in the I.S.U.P.K, what we're doing is we're raising up an irregular nation. A nation of people that love the Most High and despise wickedness. A nation of people that fears the Lord and hates wickedness. Right? A nation of people that fights for one another and will give their life for one another as unto the Lord. That's irregular. Having the phone out with your brother on the ground with a knee on his neck, that's regular. Having your phone out while two gay dudes beat on a woman is regular. That's regular, man. That's regular. That's regular. Please don't shoot him with your camera out and you're a black man just like him and you're behind the camera 2 feet away from him. That's regular. You know what will be irregular? Is I'm dying along with that man. That's irregular. That's irregular right there. George Floyd should have lived. He should have fucked SHALAM. He should have lived. He should still be alive to this day. If we had what? If we had irregular men around him. But we had a bunch of regular shucking jobs Negroes standing around him with cameras out talking about that ain't fair. That ain't right. When he's dying in front of you. Imagine if it was your son, right? Imagine if that was you on the ground and you're crying out for help. And I'm sitting up there in front of you with a damn camera in my hand, being regular. I'm gonna pray for get off. Help me, right? But what's the regular thing to do? The regular thing to do is sit and watch and cry. And what's gonna happen when you die? After you die, 2 or 3 weeks, we're gonna burn half a city, boom, then it's gonna be over with. Because that's the regular thing. Put it on social media and put it on a goddamn shirt. Because that's the regular thing to do. How about we be irregular, man? How about we do that? How about we serve the Lord? Serving the Lord is irregular. How about we put down pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster? That's irregular. How about we stop laying with whores? That's irregular. How about you, if you're able to, grow some braids out? If you're able to, that's irregular. If you don't want braids, how about you stop getting edge ups? How about we do that? We slowly but surely. How about we start being over our households? How about we do that? How about we start paying tithes? Good night. That's a ooh-wee. How about we do that? How about we start giving a damn about the next brother to your right or your left for you than you do about yourself? How about you give more of a damn? That's irregular, man. It's irregular to serve the Lord, man. And God damn it, we got a lot of irregular brothers in here, man. I ain't lying. They fear the Lord. A man that fear the Lord, and fears him and is terrified of the Lord. That's irregular, man. That's irregular. And we're raising irregular men in here, man. The Lord told us to be a holy and separate people unto himself, man. We're ordered to be different, man. We're ordered not to be regular. We're ordered to do what the Lord say do and teach men to do what the Lord say do, man. You know what I mean? It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. We're ordered to be like this. Go to Ecclesiasticus 1:26. You know what I'm saying? We're ordered to put in our due diligence, man, and do right unto the Lord. And in doing so, we're doing right unto our people, man. And we're raising up a strong nation, right? We're raising up strong women that'll cover their heads and get in class and participate in the chat. We're raising up strong brothers that'll get in all black and come in this class so that they can save their families. That's what we're doing. Go ahead, Darash.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 26. If thou desire wisdom,
if you want to get any kind of wisdom, what should you do?
Keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments. You got to keep these commandments, man. These laws and commandments, man, is what's going to help you get wisdom, which is what's going to help you be regular, right? That average man that you see with that suit on in church, man, that brother don't know not a lick about the Bible. And the brothers and all 30 of the brothers to the right and left of him don't know a lick about it either, which shows you that place is regular, right? But in the I.S.U.P.K, we sit down and we break down these scriptures, right? Which is doing what? Being irregular, which is doing what? Being a holy people, a separate people from all them people that's shooking and jiving and saying they love the Lord but don't give a damn about him, right? A separate people from the ones that say I love you but don't show it indeed. You know what I'm saying? We actually putting in the work in here to gain wisdom. We got to do what now?
Keep the commandments. And the Lord shall give her unto thee.
And the Lord shall give her unto thee. Drop that and give me 1:11. Ecclesiastes 1:11. You know what I mean? You gotta have some form of wisdom, man. And it's wise to read these scriptures, man. It's wise to do what the Lord say do. You know what I'm saying? It's unwise to be regular. It's unwise to be just like these other nations. It's unwise to allow your women to be how they are today. It's unwise to go and marry yourself unto a woman who doesn't even know how to be a woman unto herself, as the Bible says. That's unwise. You're signing yourself and your family up for some kind of hell. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 11. The fear of the Lord is honor.
The fear of the Lord is honor, man. To fear the Lord, man, is an honorable thing, right? And these men that you see in here, man, teaching you throughout the week, man, they fear the Lord, man, and it's honorable in doing so. If a woman, she's dressing up, she's covered up, she got her head covered, and she's shutting her mouth, and she's staying inside, that's a woman that fears the Lord, man, and that's to be honored, right? We got to start honoring these women, man, especially the ones that's really putting in the work for the Lord, because it's so easy for them just to slip out and be a regular woman. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more profit in the eyes of just normal people of being a whore. There's so much profit in that. You get your nails paid for, you get your bills paid for, you get your children's daycare paid for. You get all this. You get everything you want. You get your car note paid just from being a whore, but not knowing that if you try, just try it. Cover up a little bit. Watch your bills still get paid. Right? Just shut your mouth a little bit. Watch that rent still get paid. It's going to get paid regardless. Come in here and get in class, man, and cover up. Watch you're gonna get a man that's gonna want to throw you money. He's gonna pay your bills up 3 months ahead. He's gonna want to do that. He's gonna want to do that because he sees value in you fearing the Lord. There's value in that. Go ahead, start from top.
The fear of the Lord is honor.
It's honor. Go ahead.
And glory. And gladness.
And gladness. Go ahead.
And a crown of rejoicing.
Keep going.
Verse 12. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart.
The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, man. When you fear the Lord, man, you're happier when you fear the Lord, right? It sounds crazy, but you're more joyful, you're more happy when you fear the Lord, because now you don't got nothing to worry about. I fear the Lord so much that I don't eat pork, shrimp, or crab and lobster, so I'm healthy now. Thank the Lord. I can be happy about that. I'm not going to die of gout. You know what I'm saying? I fear the Lord so much that I don't eat shellfish or pork nose. So now I don't got to worry about Alzheimer's when I get older. So now I don't got to worry about Alzheimer's, which is a parasite that eats away at your brain over time. It just takes a few years to get to eat enough to where you start losing your brain cells. Well, you're losing them all the time, but it takes enough for us to visibly see the signs. And then we want to call it Alzheimer's, when you got a big ass parasite in your brain eating away at it because you've been eating pork since you was 3 years old. Right? So I fear the Lord so much that I won't eat that crap. So now I can live happily. I fear the Lord so much that I won't lay with a strange woman. So now I don't got to go to jail over her blue-eyed white tears. I don't have to do that. I fear the Lord so much that I'm not going to lay with a whore or a whoremong, or I don't love whores, so I don't have to lay with them. So her husband don't got to come kill me because I done took his wife. I fear the Lord, man. So I'm married. I don't got nothing to worry about because I'm doing what the Lord say do, which is how women should think. If they just do what you say do, they don't got nothing to worry about. Just shut your mouth and listen, and you're fine. You don't have to give me all 40 of your opinions. All right? We can have a consultation at the end of the week, but just during the week, just let me just listen and watch your life be so much easier. Watch your life be so much easier. But we fear the Lord, man, so we don't have nothing to worry about. Keep going.
And giveth joy.
And give it joy, man. Fearing the Lord, man, makes us merry, and it gives us joy to fear the Lord. It gives us joy to do what the Lord say to do, man. It gives us joy to save Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans every single day by feeding them and giving them this truth. You know what I mean? That makes us happy, merry, ooh-wee. Brightens up my day. Yeah, I got to slave 12 hours a day, but if I can get off the slave and come teach the class, that makes me happy. That makes me joyous. You know what I'm saying? The YAHANNA, because this class might reach somebody, right? It might just hit an ear that it's never hit before, and that person might just gain something from it. That person might pique his interest. He might want to be like, man, y'all, where y'all brothers at, man? Let me come to class. You know what I'm saying? Like I had it was a class last week, I believe that or the week before last, Kowal had taught. No, I think it was last week. So like I don't remember, but a brother hit me up and he was like, man, yeah, y'all really saving lives. It was a brother I never knew. I sent him the class link probably like I sent him the page probably like last year sometime. It just so happened to watch the class, man. You know what I'm saying? So we never know like what ear this a hit, man, which should bring you joy. Even though serving the Lord comes with sacrifice, meaning sacrificing your time, sacrificing things you want in this world, sacrifice, if you're a woman, sacrificing that attention that you're going to get from the outside society for being a regular woman, sacrificing them easy bills that you're going to get paid for just showing off your titties and your breasts, sacrificing all that, right? It comes with a sacrifice. But when you serve the Lord, man, and you really fear him and give up those sacrifices and all that, you're gonna be more happy. You're gonna be happy that you didn't give yourself for some money or some bread. You're gonna be happy that there's not a price on your cake, that there's not a price on your neck. You're gonna be happy. That should make you happier, especially if you got kids. Right. You should be happy. Serving the Lord and fearing the Lord should make you happy and joyful. Thank the Lord that you don't got to go out there and sell tail to pay your bills. The YAHANNA. That's right. You know what I mean? And with that, we pass the class over to Preaching Officer Bunker, y'all.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. tithes, which is a commandment. Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest funds a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have the Lord's annual 55th Passover is coming up, the 14th day of the first month, which will be Saturday, April the 20th of this year. According to the book of Exodus, the 12th chapter, verses 1 through 51, the book of Leviticus, 23rd chapter, verses 4 through 5, the book of Corinthians, the 5th chapter, verses 7 through 8, and the book of 2nd Chronicles, chapter 30, verse 17. Pay your Passover funds, $200 per adult, all right? Covers the cost of every event, every activity that's going on that week, all right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Blue shirt, pants, headband, and scarf, and with that, I.M.A.J.M., which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Ma'av Shabbat, I.M.A.J.M., Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yadamatah, hands down. Sar, turn and face the sisters. Sisters, I.M.A.J.M., which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to our sisters. I.M.A.J.M. Shabbat, I.M.A.J.M., Barak, Yahweh Shemar Latah Ba'Shem Yahushai. Yadamatah, hands down. Class dismissed.
Okay. See what you did there? Yeah. The water.
Well, let's stay here.
Wow, man, come on, cuz.